the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Detroit gearing up for their opening drive here, led by Matthew Stafford, the veteran former #1 pick back in 2009.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Stafford going to put it up right away. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
For the Bears at 3-6 now on the year. Well, they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Fights through it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
That goes out wide to Murray. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Play action. It's Wilson.
Over the middle, caught by London. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Partner, are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
But what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Play action. Stafford. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
First carry here for Ken Walker.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because
he's got a man complete. A big play there for Detroit. 45 yards.
Well, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Ken Walker. His...
They go play action with Wilson. Out to his left. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. A good pickup there at 20. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson.
This pass is caught by London.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. And he rifles one incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. That's out quickly to London. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. After the interception, here's Stafford. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back all into the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. It's complete to Brown, right side. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw. Stafford. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure.
He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Got his man. It's London. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Drake London as time expires in the first half. And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have passed the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock
for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. We'll get another look at Drake London as his offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On first down, Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. Down, they'll run it with Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Stafford. Just get rid of it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. On 2nd and 9, Wilson forced out to his left. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards then. Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. They'll run with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Slot man moves right. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Now Wilson on first down.
Got a man, it's London.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. Running right, here's Sanders. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Bears on third down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
40 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They'll run with Sanders.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there on a first down again. Now a carry for Sanders. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So here come the Lions now.
And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now the
third down throw incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's got his man, London, right side. Touchdown, Bears! Drake London with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this a very, very short kick. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Stafford now to throw. He completes this to Walker. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 2nd down at 7. To throw is Stafford. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st down, Stafford here. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw again on second down. Stafford, his throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Stafford looks to throw again. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Now Stafford. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held him to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. He's up to the 20.
And they work this out past the 25.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Bears, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll hit the road next week to take